Welcome back to my channel VC Coin in History, where we dive deep into the world of coins, collectibles, and there the 2010 one-penny coin of the United Kingdom, bearing the image of Queen Elizabeth II, is a fascinating piece of modern British coinage that blends heritage, symbolism, and subtle shifts in design tradition. Struck in copper-plated steel, it measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter, weighs 3.56 grams, and possesses a plain edge. While its monetary value is low, the historical and numismatic interest of the coin is profound. The obverse, or front side, features the effigy of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, created by Ian Rank Broadley, IRB, a prominent British sculptor. His portrait design was introduced in 1998 and remained on coins until 2015. Around the portrait, the inscription reads Elizabeth Kedua, DG Reg FD, 2010, which is an abbreviation of the Latin phrase Elizabeth II de Gratia Regina Fide, translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This formulation underscores the monarch's divine right and constitutional role, rooted in British legal and religious traditions. The reverse, designed by Matthew Dent, is particularly notable for its role in a larger national artistic gesture. Since 2008, the UK adopted a bold new design approach. The reverses of the lower denomination coins 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 2p, and 5p each depict a segment of the royal shield of arms, and when placed together, they form the complete shield. The 2010 one-penny reverse shows the lower left quadrant of the shield, including part of the first and third quadrants which feature the three lions passant garden, representing England, a design dating back to the medieval arms of King Richard I, Richard the Lion. This unification of coins into a larger heraldic symbol reflects not just continuity and power, but also the notion of democratic unity, linking nicely to the revolutionary values of liberty, égalité, and fraternité. Though these are French mottos rooted in the French Revolution and Enlightenment philosophy, their symbolic presence resonates universally. Liberty signifies the freedom of thought and the right to act without oppressive restrictions. Égalité promotes equal rights and status before the law, a concept deeply rooted in the evolution of British constitutional democracy. Fraternité, or brotherhood, calls for unity and social solidarity principles relevant in today's world marked by multicultural coexistence. To imagine this coin as bearing the slogan Liberty, Égalité, Fraternité is to bridge British and continental ideals of justice and citizenship. The allusion to republic invokes a theoretical artistic twist, envisioning the coin as issued by a republic rather than a monarchy, thus transforming its interpretive value. The term Le Griffel, possibly inspired by designer Philippe Lagaffoul, or symbolizing allegorical artistry, evokes the ideal of integrating continental aesthetics with British national motifs. While not officially connected to UK mints, this reference adds a layer of imagined artistic dialogue. From a minting perspective, these coins were produced at the Royal Mint, located in Llantrisant, Wales, with no mint mark visible. 2010 saw a continuation of these shield reverse coins without any commemorative variants. Collectors seek these for their role in the Shield series, rather than rarity. However, pristine, uncirculated ore-proof versions hold greater numismatic appeal. It's important to note that due to their copper-plated steel composition, these coins are magnetic, a trait used to distinguish pre-1992 bronze versions from newer issues. In everyday circulation, the 2010 penny plays a minor role due to inflation and digital payments, but symbolically, it acts as a microcosm of British identity. The intricate mix of heraldry, monarchy, and national design renewal reflects a country respecting its roots while subtly innovating. The coexistence of modern design, Matthew Dent's bold vision, with traditional royal symbols shows a dynamic tension between continuity and change. Philosophically, the motto Liberty, Égalité, Fraternité resonates deeply with Britain's own constitutional evolution from absolute monarchy toward parliamentary democracy, civil rights, and rule of law. Although the United Kingdom is not a republic, the spirit of those revolutionary French ideals echoes in its democratic institutions and public consciousness. When one contemplates a humble 2010 penny through the symbolic lens of republic and revolutionary art like that of Le Griffel, it transforms from a token of exchange into a symbol of deeper ideals: freedom, equality, unity, and the visual language that nations use to tell their stories. In conclusion, the 2010 UK one-penny coin may seem mundane at first glance, but it is a compact embodiment of tradition, artistry, politics, and identity. It stands as a silent narrator of a nation's evolving journey, bearing timeless, royal symbolism on one side and modern collective heraldry on the other, inviting us to reflect on how coins, like history itself, are more than just metal. They're minted memory, shared belief, and sovereign expression. The next up top to the 2014 one-penny coin, marked with inscriptions like Liberty, Égalité, Fraternité, Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD, and referencing the artistic motif or influence of Republic La Griffel, is a unique blend of British numismatic tradition and universal republican ideals. The phrase liberty, Eagle-eyed, fraternate, most famously associated with the French Revolution, encapsulates the Enlightenment values of freedom, equality, and brotherhood principles that transcended France and left a profound legacy on democratic ideologies worldwide. Although not an official motto of the United Kingdom, its presence, whether symbolic, artistic, or metaphorical on a British coin, may be interpreted as a statement on universal values or a nod to the ideals shared across European republics and monarchies alike. The reverse of the standard 2014 UK 1 penny coin, designed by Matthew Dent, forms part of a larger image when arranged with other UK coins, a puzzle motif that completes the royal shield. This innovative design concept was introduced in 2008 and replaced the traditional portcullis reverse introduced in 1971. On the obverse side of the coin is the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank, easily recognized by the realism in her facial features and the inscription Elisabeth Cadua Vigereg, which stands for Elizabeth II de Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, Latin for Elizabeth II. By the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This formal and regal inscription underscores the monarch's constitutional role in the United Kingdom and her historical association with the Church of England. The coin is minted in copper-plated steel, giving it its iconic reddish appearance, and has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters with a weight of 3.56 grams. Although considered low in face value, the 1 penny coin remains an essential part of British commerce, particularly for small transactions, vending, and pricing psychological strategies. From a numismatic standpoint, the 2014 issue is not particularly rare or valuable in general circulation, as millions were produced by the Royal Mint. However, special versions exist in brilliant uncirculated proof sets and annual coin collections, which are often collected by hobbyists and investors for their superior minting quality, packaging, and commemorative value. The inclusion of the term Republique Le Griffel might imply an artistic or cultural reference to Georges Le Griffel, a French designer known for classical allegorical themes. Though not directly involved in British coinage, such a reference, metaphorical or symbolic, infers a European fusion of classical ideals and modern state symbolism. It could also be an attempt to merge ideological aesthetics, highlighting unity across democratic traditions. Despite differing systems of governance like monarchy and republic, the penny, despite its small size and low denomination, holds a special place in British history and daily life. Historically derived from the Roman denarius and the Anglo-Saxon fiat, it has survived through centuries of monetary evolution. While many other countries have phased out their smallest denominations due to rising minting costs and inflation, the UK has retained the penny, partly due to tradition and the psychological pricing tactics common in retail, for example, 99 pence instead of £1. The continued existence of the 1 penny coin also symbolizes a respect for economic accessibility and inclusion, ensuring that even the smallest monetary units have a role in the broader economy. Over time, though, debates about its utility, cost-effectiveness, and environmental impact have grown, with some calling for its retirement. Ultimately, the 2014 1 penny coin stands as a small yet symbolically rich artifact. It bridges modern design with centuries of heritage, monarchic formality with universal human values, and national identity with cross-cultural philosophical thought. Whether in the pocket of a schoolchild, a collector's cabinet, or circulating through the hands of countless citizens, the penny carries not just monetary value, but the imprints of history, art, politics, and the ideals that bind societies together. Its design encourages both aesthetic appreciation and critical reflection and value, governance, unity, and the way a small coin can echo the voices of great civilizations.